Hi there students, it's Mr. Pouts, and this is a 3.1 video, which is going to actually be the second part, or the last part of 3.1. Hopefully by now you've written down the goal, which is to write, graph, and identify solutions of inequalities. And in this video, we're going to focus directly on the graphing part. Okay? So just a quick recap. Writing them, so if you say like all real numbers x less than or equal to -7. So maybe I should go back here and say this is how the symbols are. If it's opening up to the right, it's less than. If it's opening up to the left, it's greater than. And the way to remember that is, so like if you have 10 open up to 10, you always open up to the bigger number. So do you say 10 is less than 6, or you say 10 is greater than 6? Well, you say 10 is greater than 6 because 10 is greater than 6. So when it opens up to the left, it's greater than. If it has this little bar underneath it, that means it's greater than or equal to. Okay, so that means it could be greater than or equal to. And lastly, the one that we're not going to do as much, but this one with the equal sign with a slash through it, that just means not equal to. Um, so then back here, to write this, all real numbers less than or equal to -7. So you got the -7. Less than or equal to, that opens up to the right, we said, and it has the bar underneath it. Less than or equal to would be right there. And then all real numbers x, we just use the variable x. So x is less than or equal to 7. -7, sorry. So that's how we do writing them. Another part from yesterday was determining if things are solutions. So this question says, is the number a solution? So what we do with that is our classic plug it in, plug it in. So we take this -3, you plug it in for the x. So you have 2 times -3. Oh, what is going on here? 2 times -3 plus 1 is greater than -3. That's a greater than sign. So 2 times -3, we do the multiplication first. This is just order of operations. Now multiplication is -6 plus 1 is greater than -3. -6 plus 1 is -5. Is greater than -3. Is -5 greater than -3? No. I know 5 is greater than 3, but if you're looking at the negatives, -5 is actually less than 3. So this one would be not true, so it's not a solution. And that's how you determine if things are a solution. Plug them in and see if it makes the statement true or not. Alright? Now, the new part for today is the graphing. So we are going to take an example of an inequality and we're going to graph it on a number line. So here's the steps. So here's an example if you look down here. What is the graph of 2 is greater than or equal to a? That's our question. We want to graph it on a number line. So here's the steps. First step, rewrite so that the variable comes first. I put in parentheses, if it comes last, simply flip everything. So in this example right here, we need to flip everything. So it says 2 is greater than or equal to a. We're going to put the a in the front, we're going to put the 2 in the back, and we're going to flip that whole symbol. We're going to go, instead of that, we're going to go less than or equal to, because it still should be opening up to that 2. Alright, that's step 1. Check. Step 2, locate the number on the number line and place an open dot if it's greater than or less than, or a closed dot if it's greater than or equal to or less than or equal to. So let's locate the number. The number is 2. And since we have the less than or equal to, it says to do a closed dot, meaning it's a solid dot like this. That's step 2. Then extend the graph to the right for greater than or equal to, or the left for less than or equal to. Since it's a is less than or equal to 2, we're going to extend the graph to the right. So that's how you graph it. It's anything that's less than or equal to 2. It'd be going to the left, and it's including 2. That's why we do a solid dot. That's step 3. There you have your graph. Sometimes you just graph it above it. That's fine too. But this is what they're going to look like. So we've got 3 examples here. I'm going to go through all 3 of them so we get the hang of it. We'll start with A. Now, the A, step 1, the variable is in front, so that's good. So we have x is greater than -4. Step 2 is to locate the number. So we have -4. It's right here. And since it's a greater than, it's not greater than or equal to, it's going to be an open circle. And greater than means it's going to the right. So that means anything greater than 4. Alright, that's the graph of that one. Alright, B would be C is less than 0. So it's already with the variable first. Locate the number, and since there's no, it's not less than or equal to, it's just less than, it's going to be an open circle, and less than means you're graphing it to the left. Now lastly, this one would be 3 is less than or equal to n. Now it's not in the correct order. Let's put the n in front, put the 3 in the back, and then let's flip the whole symbol to the other way. So it's n is greater than or equal to 3. So let's locate 3. Since it's greater than or equal to, it's going to be a closed circle. And greater than or equal to means it's got to go to the right. So it could be anything greater than or equal to 3. And that's how you'd graph that one. Alright? Hopefully you're getting the hang of how you graph these to open versus closed circle and which direction to go. I'm going to give you 3 graphs now. Actually, yep, 3 different ones. And our goal here is to write the inequality for it. So, now you're given the graph and you're going to write the inequality. So we're just going to use x as our variable. So for letter A, we say x. If it's going to the right and it's a closed circle, that means it's going to be greater than or equal to the number is -1. Okay? So the number is -1. Letter B, the number is 4, so it's going to be 4. We'll use x. Since it's going to the left, that means it's going to be less than. And it's an open circle, so there is no equal to, so it's just x is less than 4. Letter A, down on the bottom here. This one is also an open circle. And so we'll say x again for this one right here. The number is -3. And since it's going to the left and it's an open circle, it's just going to be x is less than -3. And I'm going to have you do the letter B here. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Letter B I'd like you to do on your own now. Okay. So, the one question, that's all we're at. Hopefully you got this one would be x is greater than or equal to, because it's going to the right, and it's a closed circle, greater than or equal to 0. Alright, I'm going to leave you with this one question. Why do you think, and I kind of hinted at it, why do you think a filled circle is used for greater than or equal to and less than or equal to versus a closed circle? Alright, that's the question to think about, and we're going to do some more work with this next time. Have a good rest of your day.